Ignorance breeds fear, and fear feeds on ignorance. The antidote to fear is education and knowledge. Democracy demands constant vigilance. Vigilance alone is not enough. The results of the vigilance have to be disseminated. Democracy and theocracy are incompatible systems of government. Where one thrives, the other, by its very nature, shrinks. Theocracies run on terror and fear. They try to legislate thought and morality. They provide simplistic answers. They have excellent sound bites. They lead to dark ages. Afghanistan and Saudi Arabia are contemporary examples of theocracies run on fear and terror. Democracies, on the other hand, thrive on open discussion, on respect for knowledge, on replacing fear with sound, rational information. There was a time when scientists in the United States were respected and honored. Today we are seeing scientists being vilified if their findings are not in agreement with religious dogma or political doctrine. Scientists have failed to do an effective job of communicating their findings. They tend to be elitist, long-winded, dry, and nuanced in their communications. The American public has little patience for nuance. They are trained to respond to easily digestible sound bites. Thus the scientists are losing the PR battle. For the sake of democracy, for the sake of liberty, it is time for science to fight back. It is time for scientists to become activists. It is time for scientists to have a voice and an ear in the centers of power. We need to elect more pro-science candidates at every level of government. However, to elect such people, the population needs to be educated in the values of the sciences again. Rational scientific thought needs to be respected once again. It is up to the scientists to reintegrate themselves back into society. It is up to the institutions of science to teach their graduates good communication skills. Scientists, think of this as self-preservation. Think of this as a patriotic duty. It is up to the scientists to reach out and broaden their audiences. Their audiences are the voters and the taxpayers who fund major science projects. We have so often seen good science projects being ridiculed because the public have no idea how a seemingly pork barrel study can yield profound results, understandings, and discoveries. We need to bring robust science teaching back into our schools, starting with the earliest grades. This will allow the next generation of citizens and taxpayers to make more informed choices, capable of understanding nuances in thinking, instead of feeding on the pre-digested bits of mental food being presented as news and information these days. Lack of a sound education in science is also a threat to our national and economic security. Without a good science background, we cannot compete globally with the developing countries where science education is encouraged and is honored. This is a feedback loop. Teach respect for science, and in turn, those taught will appreciate pro-science political candidates and elect them. This in turn will get the US moving again in the direction of good democratic principles. I am Mohur Sidhwa, and this has been my commentary. Thank you.